What's up, everyone? It's Matt Mrozik, aka MVM3997. With this will be you'll never guess what I'm building again. I'm doing another Punisher kit. This is not for me. This will be for a client in Taiwan who contacted me a little over a month ago after he saw mine built and wondered if I would build one for him. And I said, of course. So came in today. We're gonna take a look at it, see. You know, I did an initial unboxing with my kit, so we'll take a look at his and see how his casting is. Mine was casted good, and like I said before, it just had all the 3D print layers, and I'm seeing the same thing here, which in the end wasn't that big of a deal. I was able to take care of it with some filler primer, but I'll show it to you here on the base. It's pretty obvious. You can see right there all those layers, print layers. But again, you know, initially I thought it was a huge ordeal. I made a comment about it, and Thomas Anders, the producer, kind of turned into a not so nice person to me, kind of insulted me and stuff. So I'm not a fan of his anymore, but I do like this kit. So basically same thing as I did last time with mine. The only difference is the client has asked that the skin tones be a little more on the realistic, kind of grungy side. Mine is more kind of comic book looking, I guess, not so realistic. You know, they're kind of punchy. So I'm going to tone down the skin tones a little bit so it's not so vibrantly fleshy looking, I guess is a good way to describe it. And he has also requested that I go ahead and paint the stone on the base. Unlike mine where I just painted the whole thing bloody, he wants me to go ahead and pick out the stone work and do that. So other than that, it'll pretty much be the same kind of thing I did with mine. He liked the blood splatter. He liked everything else I did. Those were his two requests: was the skin tones a little more grungier looking, and to paint the stone. He got casting number 42 of 51. I think the one that I have is like number 5. I got a low number, but you know, like I said on mine, the casting's good. Someone had contacted me saying that, and he built one for a client, that he said his base was really thin, and his client asked him to fill the base with resin. But my this base and my base has plenty of, you know, meat to it, so no need to do that. I do need to ask my client if he wants me to attach the base or if he wants it a standalone piece like I did mine. So we'll do a quick unwrapping of some of these pieces. Here is Lucille. One comment the client made that he really liked the blood effect I got on Lucille, and he kind of wanted to carry that same tone through the base. Now, there's one little piece that just broke, that was broken off. It's not that big of a deal. It's one little blood drips, but that would glue back on really easily. So again, really, I mean, detail's really good. The barbed wire on Lucille is freaking sharp as all get out. Yeah, but I mean, pretty good. This has a few little bumps on it that I didn't have on mine. I'm not sure if that's like from a 3D artifact or whatever. There's a little seam line here that I did not have on mine that I'll have to clean up. So it just goes to show you that every casting is different on garage kits. Packing was pretty good on this. I think I remember the packing on mine being a little better. Like I had a little more padding in it. When I saw the box, like, good, that box looks really small for how big this kit is. And it had lots of peanuts and everything, lots of bubble wrap, but I think I remember my box being a little bit bigger, a little more padded. And the weird thing is that this one came from Canada, and the caster's in Greece, so I'm not sure why that is. Or the one that casted mine is from Greece, and here's this, you know, mean Punisher guy, and this looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, the 3D print layers aren't as bad on this one. It was really noticeable on the other head. Oh, here's one of the zombies' bodies. Again, there's a slight mold line right here that needs some cleanup. Let's see. Here is one of the legs. So I'm kind of excited. This is my second figure commission. Pretty cool. Again, we got a little slight mold line here in the back of the leg. It's a little tricky to clean up because you don't want to lose the detail in the cloth, because it's a really nicely casted piece with the the detail of like the it's like canvas almost. So you're seeing one zombie head. There's another zombie body. Another zombie body, and he goes in there. This one goes there. Oh, I know. I got the other pieces in the other room. I'll have to go get them real quick. Here's the torso. Again, looking just really good. I mean, the casting's nice on this kit. Yeah, as I mentioned on mine, I think it's a nice kit. Now, this is interesting. So the 3D print layers aren't as bad on this one as it was on mine. On mine, the shells were really obvious. It had pretty significant 3D print layers, and they're not as bad on this one. So I don't know why that is. It's a conundrum. Here's the gun on the other hand. Hopefully this time I'll remember to mask that off before I paint the glove, unlike mine. Again, looking really nice. Nice detail. A little bit of mold line right through here that I had to clean up on mine also. Nice. Here's the little blast effect. Oh, another thing my client asked is if he thinks I should paint like a blast reflection. I didn't do it on mine. I just painted this piece. But if I should paint like a bright spot like on the zombie, and maybe you know, so like it looks like the light's refracting off other parts of the kit, which may be kind of cool. So that's again a nice part. Get some flashing in there. Got to take care of. Let's see, what's this? Oh, here's the Punisher logo. So I'm going to work on this, you know, on and off between the Yagdog and the Sinanju, or not the Sinanju, the 1/72 Zabi. So now my bench is officially full. Yeah, this one's got, you can tell this is kind of a little later casting, it's a little more flashing. It's still nice, just a little more flashing than mine had around the edges. No big deal. So, so one thing I found that, you know, when you're buying these big kits like this, a lot of the producers claim that their kits are super clean and there's no cleanup to be done. Like the Deathstroke I have, it's a really nice kit, but there is some cleanup. I wouldn't just throw paint on it. Here's the pistol and the holster, looking good. Again, nicely done. Here's the knife. So what I'm going to do on this one, which I didn't do on mine, is before I do any sanding on the kit, I'm going to clean it really good with Purple Power. You know, let's, you know, give it a 24-hour soak. And you know, this kit doesn't feel like it has mold release on it. I know some guys, they'll like feel a kit. It's like, oh, it feels good. Like I don't feel any mold release, and they'll just start painting. Man, that scares the living crap out of me. I'd rather be safe and, you know, give it a good soaking. And you know, it's just a day that it takes and to clean the parts, and it's way better than down the road you guys, you know, take some tape off or something and you lift your paint. Like, oh shit, that's like the worst. Because then it's just you have to go back to and blend it in, and it's a nightmare. Knife is looking really good. Yeah, the 3D print layers on this one is not as bad as mine. I'll be right back with the other parts. Okay, that's weird. My recording had stopped a second ago for some reason. We'll see what happens. Maybe I ran out of space. Have to splice them together now. Oh well. Let's see. So here's a zombie head. Ugh. And this is why I unpacked mine off camera. Because the saran wrap is just being a bear to get off. Again, looking good. That's the head for this guy. He's not going to stay in there because he's not pinned, but anyone who watched I'm not going to unpack all this stuff. You guys know what this looks like. Here are the arms. I want to find the other head. I've not found that yet. Here's the waist. It's looking pretty good. Got a little bit of like crushing going on right here that happened. So this little corner's gonna need some. The little corner's gonna need some work. Got crushed a little bit in there. Where's the other head? Is this it? I think this is it. Glamour head. Yeah, there he is. Let's take a look at this guy. Okay. Yeah, this, I don't know what's going on, but this one, man, the 3D print layers are like non-existent in this kit. There's some there, but not nearly as bad as mine. So the only thing I can think of is maybe that it's later in the casting and the molds, not that they're deteriorating, but maybe that they're getting a little soft. So, you know, it's not capturing all that 3D print layer detail, but like there's not, mine had it really bad up in here under the eyebrows. I see a little bit in the eyes. Mine had it really bad under the nose and the chin. This is like way better. So yeah, it's really interesting that this isn't as bad as mine was as far as that goes. There's a zombie head that getting blown off. This piece was a little hard to clean up on mine because the mold line goes through all of this detail. So, you know, it's just a booger to get in there and clean it up. But, you know, it's nothing bad. I get a kick out of guys who complain about cleanup because it's like, oh, I had to do all this sanding and stuff. It's a model. Yeah, you gotta build it, guys. If you don't want any cleanup, build an erector set. if you don't want to do any sanding or, you know, gate removal or seam line removal or putty work or anything like that, get a different hobby. And these are model kits. You're supposed to build them, not just throw paint on them. This is looking good again. Nice detail. It's a good kit. I like it. I like mine a lot. I've had a few soft offers to buy mine. I don't know if I'm going to sell. If I do sell, I'm not going to sell right away because I want to look at it for a while. This looks really good. Again, slight mold line in the back here. Again, just got to be careful not to obliterate the texture on the pants. You don't want to do that. I'm not going to worry about trying to test this fit together for you guys because if you watch me, you see what this kit looks like. And unless I have done some pinning and magnet work, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna stay together anyway. So I can do that. I can probably put the bottom of the legs on. He's a big guy. It's about what I remember, like 24. He's 2 feet tall. He's a big guy. Good size. Nice size quarter scale kit. The arms. Yeah, these look just like mine did. Really good. Mine didn't have a seam line down. This one has a little bit of a seam line I have to clean up. Mine didn't have that. So yeah, looking good. Looking pretty good. Let's see, I can go there. This goes there. So you can do that much. And even that wants to fall apart. So yeah. So Punisher number 2. Timeline on this, like I told my client, my one rule is no deadline. As long as you're cool with that, happy to build for you. So I'll work on this slowly and get it going. So yeah, Punisher number 2. I'm looking forward to doing it and doing a slightly different take on it than what I did for mine. But this is a work in progress number 1 on it. Don't know when I'll get to work in progress number 2. I need to get primer on the Yagdaga, and I got to do some work on the Sazabi. But as always, it's Matt Mrozik, aka MVM397, signing off. Catch you guys next time.